Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. I love it. Carolyn Baldwin is here. If you have a question about your garden, your lawn, your mulch, your dogs, your cats, your trees, Carolyn is here to answer your questions. Plus, Carolyn is a culinary expert, so you can ask her cooking questions. It's funny. I don't cook, except for toast.
Right.
But I saw this recipe this morning that looked fun.
Well,
people were putting
stuff
together, and it just looked good. It didn't.
A lot of cooking
didn't require any
is
baking.
fun.
It was like a pie thing that just got like they were melting marshmallow and stuff.
Probably making Rice Krispie treats.
I don't know what they were making.
There's all kinds actually
they poured it
of
into
no
a
bake.
pie crust.
Oh, a pie. Oh, okay. Well, that's just kind of like a custard type thing, that like a pudding based or something like that, where you're using a graham cracker crust or a chocolate cookie crust, and then you just finish it, putting it in the.
It was my
fridge.
idea before the Christmas season was just make all the gifts this year. I didn't do it.
That didn't happen. No. I haven't made gifts in years. I know when we were kids, we used to do, and most of them were all edibles.
But don't you like receiving that? Don't you like getting some homemade whatever?
Right. Oh, it is always good. But it's usually, whenever we did it, we always had something tangible to go with it as well. Something that was purchased. Because otherwise you ate it all and
for the kids. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But no, it's a good thing to do, and cooking and gardening go together. It's just something that.
Do you have a lot of people surrounding you, like on the holidays?
No, it's just immediate family. Yeah, my.
You go camping on the beach a lot. Do you do that on the holidays?
I've done it on Thanksgiving, but I've never done it on other. It's hard to get in a campground on holidays, actually, because if people are coming from out of town and they are prone to camp or anything, it's gonna be going on then. That way, they don't have to stay and sleep on the guest couch, and things like that.
Have you ever camped at Disney? Have you ever camped at the?
No, my daughter has.
Have you camped in Disney? Well, what is that? Galen has.
My daughter has. She and her friends go, but they go down there all the time. So that's.
I've always wanted to do that. It just looks like
they
fun.
They had a good time.
You can rent a cabin.
Yeah, they have
I know
cabins.
it's not real camping, but
it's still.
You still got to walk to an external bathroom. That's camping to me.
That's camping to you. You can take a walk on a paved path with lots of trees.
No stands first. Oops, sorry.
No, I have camped at the beach on Thanksgiving and have done Thanksgiving dinner on the beach. At the camp.
When we did a broadcast from Disney, we got up early to do the broadcast, and we were actually. I thought it was cool to be able to see this. We actually see the gardeners.
Oh, right, the behind the scenes stuff. That you don't see as a guest is seeing that stuff
right, and they had whole carts full of greens, plants and stuff that they ripped out and replaced.
Yeah.
It's amazing how they must have.
If the plants are not looking good, they're just changed out. They have that whole we've talked about it before, that whole underground and behind the scenes, because you can't go through and spray.
You have the governor sometimes, or a governor's candidate or something, will do a job that he wouldn't normally do.
Right.
Don't you wish somebody would allow you to do that? I would love for just one day. Just let me work with you. Yeah. Treat me like a worker. I just want to know what it feels like to get up at 3 and pull plants out of Disney.
That would be that would be fun to do. Yeah. That would be neat. Yeah, I want to do it for a whole week, though.
No, I don't want that as my job. No.
Let me experience the whole thing.
But it would be fun.
But yes, that would. That would be a neat.
By the way, have you seen the green Coca-Cola labels?
No.
It's sugar and stevia.
Okay.
That's how they're
that they're doing-
differentiating it. You have green labels.
Okay. I'll
Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's better.
Have you tried it?
Not yet.
No.
I have had sodas, a soda or two, a couple of, not necessarily name brand ones that were sweetened with stevia, and it's not bad. The only thing, stevia as compared to sugar sweetened, the commercially sweetened stuff, and the diet flavor, and that is that stevia still, even though it's natural, it has, and you get used to it, almost a chemical aftertaste, even though it's not
Even
a
though
chemical.
it's not a chemical. I remember.
Yeah.
Didn't you bring it in?
Well, we had some stevia, and we've
we chewed
tasted
on the leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, but even when it's used
better
in
than high
something,
fructose corn syrup, Dan Rosa.
yeah. And it is, I do know someone who buys it quite frequently for the sake that her daughter's a special needs person and who also has diabetes. And so she doesn't necessarily understand she's not allowed to have the sodas.
Right.
But she can have these because of the stevia in it. And so she's
So
not
is
left
sugar?
out.
Even sugar's a plant.
Sugar is a plant, but it's refined.
But what if we
It's-
didn't refine it? Couldn't we just make that our sweetener?
Not really, because you're going to cut a chunk off of it.
You couldn't figure out a way to do it without refining. What happens in the refining process that makes it so bad for us?
It's just the quantity of it, I think, that we consume.
Oh, we just don't like
is
everything.
Moreover, is it's in everything.
It's like tobacco,
that, you know.
right? When they say the Indians, the American Indians smoked,
Right.
they smoked tobacco, right?
Right.
Okay, but they
But
didn't.
they probably didn't smoke a blend of tobaccos, and they weren't processed, and
And it
they
was
weren't
a
grown
ritual thing. It wasn't.
commercially.
They weren't standing.
Right.
They
They weren't hanging around on the street corner outside
Right.
the teepee and
didn't take-
smoking a pack
A
of
15 minute-
Chiefs.
a 15-minute break, yeah.
Right. They didn't have the Marlboro Man, so they,
So we're just over consuming. I think.
Right.
Over-consuming.
And that's our whole society, but that's in a lot of different things that we do. We could probably eliminate a lot of the health issues within the nation if we just went moderation, everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
That's,
what they say.
And it's not necessarily it's not necessarily the additives or the sugars and the things like that. It's you look at how much processed foods
So will you
that
be?
we
will-
consume.
Will you be here next week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I plan on being here.
So, well, the reason I'm asking is because I was going to ask you a New Year's resolution type of a question, but I'll save it for next
I
week.
get a chance to think about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, gardening related. I mean.
Garden related?
I mean, something.
To try to get out there a little more.
You know what I always tell myself? Not that this is the topic for today, but
Right.
I always tell myself that I'm going to start that 16 square foot garden you always talk about.
Oh, right.
4 feet
the
by
little
4
square
feet
foot.
by 4
Yeah,
feet.
the little square foot garden.
And each square foot is one plant.
Just about. It depends on what the plant is. Because some things like lettuce you can put.
I can't even think. Yesterday, Joe and Patsy brought in this vegetable platter from, I think,
From the
Sam's
grocery
Club?
store.
Sam's
Oh,
Club?
okay.
Okay. It was the peas, in the pods.
Oh, yeah.
This
little
is
snow
so
peas.
good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How come I never discovered this before? I mean, you dip them into some
Oh,
sauce.
a little. Yeah, just grab and crunch.
Where do you
Yeah.
buy them? You buy them.
In the supermarket.
How
you
come
can
I
buy
never
them.
see these?
They're usually
come
they're seasonal. They're
You know what
generally seasonal, raw. You can find them, and I don't think the snow peas. I don't think keep near as well. Just the same way you don't find fresh peas in the supermarket. You find green beans, but to find fresh peas.
But I bought
not,
something one
yeah.
time, and it was so tough, and I thought I had the pea thing, and it wasn't peas. I thought it was.
Oh.
Well, these were so good.
Yeah.
They snapped. They,
Yeah,
they taste like
nice.
they were just picked off of a plant.
Well, they were nice and fresh ones, done nicely. And
How do you
that's-
do them nicely? I mean, that's
That's just fresh picked, refrigerate chilled. Chill them down so that they they don't get a chance to wilt. But you get some snow peas. Those are good for munching on.
so. If
Your
I had
little cherry
16
tomatoes.
square feet, and each square foot was one thing, I can't think of 16 things I would grow.
Well, you would grow a tomato plant,
Tomatoes, one.
and you might want more than one type of tomato. You might want something that you can slice. Tomato and then like a cherry tomato.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. For salad.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
two.
you might want two kinds of tomatoes.
I got 14
and,
to go.
And then you've got
Lettuce.
a pepper.
A pepper.
You want a bell pepper.
Okay,
That's always
I could do
always
that. I
nice.
could do
Bell
that.
pepper. You want cucumber.
Would I want a cucumber? What would I want that for?
Cucumbers are good in salad or just to eat. You can make a pickle.
I don't usually pick that though.
Oh,
When I
okay.
go-
You don't get cucumbers. Okay, you said lettuce. You can do lettuce.
That's 4.
Green beans.
Yeah, I would do green beans.
And usually with green beans, you would probably plant more than one square. So we'll just give it 2, even though
Okay.
I would probably go 4
Oh, really?
on
You
it,
could
just
go
because I would want enough. But you're one person, so having
No,
just
I have-
2,
Doug comes
would
over,
be-
and Robin
yeah, but I
comes
mean,
over.
you would have enough to do, because they say one of those will keep 2 people in fresh salads is what it would be. Okay, but we still got.
I'll be healthier.
I still got 10 more.
Can we put that thought on hold for a second?
Yeah, we sure can.
All right, we've got a $20 gift certificate to Bob Wines, Camellia Gardens and Nursery. $20. All you have to do is call right now and say Merry Christmas to Carol Ann.
There you go.
622-9622. If I get more than one call, I'll ask Carol to pick a number between 1 and whatever the top number is. And if it's you, you get $20 to Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery. 622-9622. If you don't do it in 10 seconds, we'll take it during the break because we've got to go to the break. But this is $20. Use it whenever you want. You can even re-gift this one. The other one you can't re-gift.
right.
The other one had to be you, but this one you can
Well,
re-gift.
but on the other one, if you re-gift it, you get the plant and give it away.
Oh, that's right. You can do that. You can do that. All right, hold on. Let me pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
3, number 3. Here we go. Good morning. You've got it. Who's this?
This is Elliot. How are you?
Who?
Elliot.
Elliot. Well, do the magic words.
Merry Christmas, Carolina.
Yeah.
Christmas, Elliot.
Gets $20. Hold on, Elliot. We got to get your information off the air. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Our day began with some fog. It'll be warm today with variable cloudiness, high 77 to 81. Mostly cloudy tonight with a shower late, low 66 to 70. For tomorrow, Christmas Eve, cloudy, breezy, warm, and humid with a couple of showers and thunderstorms mainly in the afternoon, the high 78 to 82. For Thursday, Christmas Day, sunshine returns, cooler and less humid, the high 66 to 70. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Hey, this is Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Auto Repair and Crossroad Auto Sales. Here to remind you that the holiday season is upon us. And while you're out shopping for those gifts, you're going to be demanding more from your vehicle. So don't forget to get your vehicle a Christmas gift too. Low tires can be dangerous and cause poor fuel economy. Dirty air filters can rob your engine of performance. And dirty oil can shorten the life of your vehicle's engine. Stop by Sunrise Auto for a fresh oil change and a free 30-point inspection so you can keep on holiday shopping with confidence. A gift card from Sunrise Auto also makes a great gift for friends and family. From oil changes to engine replacements, yes, we do that. And if it's time for a newer vehicle, we have a great selection of quality used vehicles to choose from with our in-house financing available. So stop in today at 1800 Northwest 10th Street or call for an appointment 690-1993. From all of us here at Sunrise Auto and Crossroad Auto Sales, have a very Merry Christmas.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
Now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
When I started thinking about this year's Christmas greeting, I wanted to make it something meaningful. So here is my heartfelt wish for us all. Good health, prosperity, and the peace to be happy, whatever our circumstances. Remember the reason for the season. Merry Christmas.
This is WOCA, News Talk 1370.
We are the source, WOCA.
All right, 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Carol Ann Baldwin is here, the last 10 minutes of the last 12 minutes, I should say. And your phone calls are an important part of the show. We're kind of having a more relaxed show, I think, today because of the holidays.
Right.
But anyway, your calls and your questions, it doesn't have to be a question. You can just call in and chat. And
say hey.
But your calls are important. The phone number is 622-9622.
Yeah, our end of the year 2 shows usually end up being just a little bit goofy.
All the shows.
All the shows. Well,
all
they're
the
not all
shows.
goofy. They're all fun.
No, I don't mean all your shows. I mean all the shows at the end of the year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, are a lot
Yeah.
more relaxed, a lot more laid back, just social and more on that. And I do hope everybody has had a wonderful gardening year, and that next year will be.
We were talking about
just as
favorite
good.
shows that we've done. Do you have a favorite of the ones you've done? You've had a couple of great guests. The one that comes up a lot
is the
gnome.
garden gnome one. Yes,
Yeah, the garden gnome.
That was I think my favorite. The first time we did it. That, because I had him on a second
Right.
time, but it was the first one.
The first time was really fun because people didn't know if you were being real or not.
Right, and that was just a neat. That was fun. It was a fun book, and it was just a lot of fun. And of course, when we've had Lance Walheim on from Bear.
Right.
That was pretty neat having him on. And
The guy, was he the one who brought the spray on water that keeps the moisture in the ground?
No. That was Rick.
You remember?
I know his name. It's the same thing as what was.
I don't remember.
I forget his last name offhand right now, but he was. No, he had come in. That was from Hydrotane, but no, Lance had come in with one of the citrus books because he's with Bayer, generally out of California, and does a lot of roses and does a lot of citrus.
I think the biggest change for your show this year was the theme song.
Yes. This is been a whole new year. But the other shows were all from previous years, so we see what new and interesting can come up for 2015. What
That's what I always wonder. In everything, there seems to be something new all the time.
Right.
So
Well,
what's new in the world of gardening other than the new tools? Or are the tools usually the new thing?
So most of the time, there are new tools that do come out. They do get into a little more of the the ergonomics to where it's more comfortable, more relatable to people maybe with physical disabilities or just arthritis, and things. Not having to get on the ground to garden. You've got kneelers and seats and things. And the phone's ringing?
The phone has rung.
All right.
Good morning. You're on there with Carol Ann.
Morning.
Are you there? Did I do something wrong?
Quite a few years back.
Oh, there you are.
There you go.
It was just when I was really starting to get interested in lawn and bushes and gardening and your program and everything else, and we're having all these different challenges, and I was kind of up to my neck and this, that, whatnot, and then comes to your program with the gnomes. I thought, oh my God, what next do I got to worry about here? These things are dying and they're crawling, and I couldn't believe what I was listening to. I had no idea what it is.
No. Yeah, we've.
It had me totally faked out. Let me tell you, whenever I think about that, I laugh.
Oh yeah, when you get when just fun stuff that goes on. That was a good show. That was a lot of fun.
You certainly had me going. I thought to myself, my God, what next do I got to worry about?
The attack of the garden gnomes. I still actually, anytime I see one, I still wonder, is it going to come attack and, or the ones that the cat knocks over and going, yes, he got one. Keep those garden gnomes in.
Thanks a lot. Have a good holiday.
Thank you. You too.
Do you know one of the things this year, though, in the gardening world was that snail, that big
African snail. Yeah, that was one, and actually that's been around for a while. And it's not something brand new. It's just coming.
It's huge, though. It's like the size of a lady's hand.
Yeah, it gets about the size of your hand or bigger. Those kind of strange things happen frequently. That's why there's inspections on plant material, agricultural products, is because you don't want that shared across, because we don't know whether or not there'll be another invasive species, and how do we get rid of them, once they come in? And I think there's an issue now, that some things come across because you can't stop it. I mean, there's nothing to stop the mosquitoes that blow over in a storm, and certain things like that come in. But the Asiatic, there's a beetle that came in years ago, and it actually came in on packing crates on ships.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they traced it back, its
Right.
origins. Where does this insect reside from? How does it live, et cetera? And they found out it was packing crates from China is how it came through, and it's a pretty evil species of a tree damaging beetle.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of stuff.
And you have another phone call. Good morning. You're on there with Carol Ann.
Merry Christmas to
Thank you.
Lan, and
You there?
I think your phone's...
calling about is another beetle, the one it's eating.
Oh boy.
Oh, the one that's eating the air
breaking up.
potato. Yeah, your phone's not doing
Ann,
good.
can you hear us?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
The one that's eating the air potato?
Air potato, that's it. Because I tell you, it really did a number on my air potato.
Yep.
Which is only good news, but that was what I was calling about was
The good beetle.
Oh yeah, the good beetle. Yeah, and that was something.
Red beetle.
Yes, yeah, I've even taken pictures. I logged mine with one of the USDA. I don't know whether or not they ever got it. I took pictures. I emailed them where they were wondering where they had gotten to. That was something that was one of this year's things, was the release of, and it has a special name, but we all call it the air potato beetle, in hopes of eradicating an invasive species.
Yeah.
And this is a beetle that, they have watched it, they have studied it. No, it's not a thing that's been released that's going to suddenly be a love bug that everybody thinks the university released, which they did not. Now, yes, USDA and in conjunction, I believe, with the universities have released this beetle, and it has done a major impact on the air potato vine that was really disrupting natural areas. I had it too when somebody had mentioned it or posted something that I had seen online, and it just made me open my eyes just a little bit, because knowing how much air potato I had on my property, and I looked and I went, ooh, could it be? And I turned the leaf over, and yes, there was the larval stage just chowing down. I look at another leaf, there's two of them right there, and over a period of weeks, next thing I knew, I was in Bellevue putting gas in my car, and I look at the back window of my car, and there's a beetle on my car, and I thought, okay, so that's how we're transporting it and moving around a little bit, is that they might be hitchhiking on some of the other, because I don't think that flies. I'm not sure. It's a bright red beetle with, it looks a little bit like a ladybug, but has no spots on it, and just munches away, and it has really stopped that plant from growing and taking over.
Well, another thing, a friend of mine noticed that any vines he had, they didn't make those potatoes like they do.
Right, because it stunted the growth of. The only thing we can do is, like I said, this year is the first year I had it, and I think this was the first year of the release.
Right.
But will be to see what happens next year, because those underground tubers have a lot of energy to.
Well, I don't know. If I see the tube, I pick them up, pull them up, and I put them in a bag and take them to the dump.
Right.
But it's amazing. I don't see them everywhere, and I don't see these air potatoes just laying on the ground all over the place.
Right.
I had them everywhere. I had, I don't know, buckets of them, hundreds of them.
Oh yeah, I did too, and this year it seems. But now the ones that may still be underground is the vines that tried to grow this year that were consumed by the beetle, that still has a parent plant underground. It will be what happens next year, how much of that grows back, because some of those, they may start out the size of a pea, that you'll never see that one until it's a growing vine, and then I have dug up ones as large as a football out from underground, where that's going to have a lot of energy to be able to continue to grow. So it'll be interesting to see how long it really takes to make a true impact that it does not come back.
Well, I just feel like they really died earlier, though, this year.
Yeah.
At least mine did.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. It didn't take that freeze or that really cold weather to knock them out.
No, they died early.
Yeah.
Well, that was my thing, and of course I love the Gnome, but I mean, sometimes he just gets into so many things here and just crates them off, and you never see them again, no matter how hiding place.
There you go. You never know what those gnomes will do. Just watch out. They do got little tools in their pockets.
They're dangerous. They really are. They look like they're cute, but they're not really.
But they're not. That's right.
Thank you, Ann.
Okay.
Let me squeeze in one more.
You all have a good time. I'll listen to you next week, too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Happy New Year's in.
Thank you. All right, let's take
Okay.
one more before we
quick
run out of
one.
time.
Yeah, sure.
Good morning. You're on there with Carolyn. We got 1 minute.
I'll be fast.
All right.
Hey, I bet you never figured how bugs was spread. I'm going to tell you a way that you never thought about.
Okay.
These guys that was flying the SR-71 Blackbirds, 3 times the speed of sound, 70,000 feet in the air,
Right.
over China and Russia. They was having to replace the windshields, and they couldn't figure out why, and it took them a while. It was bugs from China that was blasted into the air when they was doing nuclear tests.
Oh.
And so these bugs are at 70,000 feet in the currents and going all over the world. So
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
actually spread bugs.
That is
Interesting.
crazy.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Well, Carolyn, you have a great Christmas.
You too. Everybody out there, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see everybody right before the New Year.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We'll stay tuned. This is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. It's the strongest growth pace for the economy in 11 years.
The Commerce Department says third quarter GDP increased by 5%. This final reading is up from its previous and well above the 4.3% forecast by